Beautiful really, aren't they? And right now, after the storm, and the sun is shining again, all the mushrooms are coming out. Old mate just landing down there in my duck pond, looking for an egg, I guess. He's just gone down there. Anyway guys and girls, welcome to another vlog. Hope you enjoy it. It's just off my phone. And here comes the postman. He might have something for me. I'm waiting for a book right now. A book on healing. There you go, buddy.
Not too bad, mate. How are you?
Not bad. Anything for Clay Tall Stories?
Yep.
Awesome. Happy days.
I think there's something for everyone today.
Oh, bloody good. That's a book I ordered from the States. Oh, happy days. Thanks, buddy.
Man.
Have a good day. See you later, mate.
Catch you later.
Yeah. This is a book on how to reverse heart disease. It's going to be interesting. According to science, and modern science, what you read online, it can't be reversed. I'll tell you a story about reversing stuff that can't be reversed. Turn this heater off, and well, missed at least. A friend of mine, the mountain goat, Stephen, good bastard. I've hunted with him a lot of times. Oh, he must have been 59, I think, when it happened, or 58, my age. No, it'd be long ago than that, probably 55. There he was in hospital, unconscious, emphysema. He'd been a smoker all his life, and they're unconscious. And when he woke up, doctors, of course, said, "Hey, mate, you've got emphysema." Well, there's the old seatbelt beat going, and I won't worry about that. When we drive, we'll just do the old trick of turn the keys off and then slow down a bit, because at a certain speed, check us out. There we go, problem solved. You can't reverse this disease. It only can get worse or stay where it is, but likely going to get worse and it'll kill you. You'll die of pulmonary disease, or whatever they call it, when you can't breathe. You see this? Oh shit, I've gone too fast again. Forgot about the whole beat. There we go. Oh, Stephen goes, "You watch me." Well, he's been hunting every week. That's probably 6 years ago now. And today, there'd be very few young men that would keep up with the mountain goat. I call him the mountain goat because I've been hunting with him, and when he goes up the mountain, he goes like a mountain goat. You can't keep up with him. He's got no sign of all that we can see, or anybody can see, of emphysema. Emphysema? Is that the right way to say it? So I'm really interested in these things that you can reverse. The other thing, of course, is diabetes type 2. And I've got a mate, Dr. Glenn Davies, and he's reversed a lot of people's type 2 diabetes diet. I don't believe it's just one thing that makes people sick, and I don't believe it's just one thing that makes people heal. I think to be well and to heal from something, you've got to first of all have some love in your heart with people that around you that you love, or it might be just your dog. You've got to have something to love and somebody to love, and you've got to be loved. And it extends out from in your home to where you live on a day-to-day basis out to your community. You've got to be connected with people and feel the support and love from people. I think it's really big. There's a little town in Pennsylvania where there's a really low rate of cardiovascular disease and cancer, and they just can't work it out because everybody there works in mines and they're breathing all that dust and shit, and they all live on that terrible American diet, the SAD diet, which is just terrible. They drink, they smoke. Guess what? There's hardly any disease there at all. One thing they do have though is they have a sense of community. They have their weekly dances, they all come together. They have their activities, their social groups, their sporting events. They have a very strong sense of community, and the family values are really important. Having the family close and strong relationships, they put that right at the top. So there's a lot to be said about that. Obviously diet is important, but we talk a lot about diet, and I don't want to thrash that too much. Oh, Damo's not here this morning, his car's gone. Hopefully he's gone out for a surf. Hey Super Duck. The other thing too, of course, is exercise. And a lot of people today don't get exercise. I try to make myself get at least 30 minutes of cardio each day, and a few things to walk around the farm. I'll probably get more than that because I'm working all the time. I'm going to walk these dogs in a minute. Sleep will be at the top. Don't get good sleep. Sleep's the magic bullet, isn't it? And of course, the other one's got to be stress management, keeping your stress down low. And the other thing I'd say would be a sense of spirituality. For some people that might just be going in the bush for a hunt. That's my spiritual thing, in the greenery, seeing stuff, seeing the green bush and everything, getting out with you on your hip and your dogs. Hey, how you going? How you going? Did you poop in your kennel there, Bigsy? It's not like you, mate. Eating too many apples. Hey, Pace. G'day. Hey, Pace. Here you go, mate. Anyway, yeah, these are the things that are really important, I think, in life. And you know that people that suffer terrible depression, it's okay, Pace, I'm taking you for a walk. It's all right, mate. People that suffer depression and anxiety, and often they're isolated, and it's been proven that you've got much higher rate of getting really, really sick if you don't actually have someone to love, or if you're in a situation where you're suffering this terrible thing known as loneliness. I've been lonely. One of the most loneliest times of my life. I was in Europe. I was in Germany. It was Christmas. I was in the town of St. Ingbert. There I was. I looked went outside my window of the building I was in, completely alone, upstairs above an Irish pub, and I saw a family through their window. I saw the father, the mother, and the son and the daughter, a little dog, all sitting around, Christmas candles burning and everything, and here I was, 12,000 miles from my home, and boy did I feel lonely. I sat there and I had the deepest, most lonely feeling inside myself. And the night before I'd played to probably 200 or 300 people. I played a show and I had another gig coming up that night, but there I was, completely alone. Right, got to make a coffee and crank into the day, and you guys, I'm going to take you along for the ride. I hope you find it interesting. And if you're still watching, well done. Anyway, brothers, it's been a long time since I did a clip, and we'll let these dogs out and walk while we're talking. I hope this video finds you well, and if you're not well, I hope you have the strength to reach out to... You're going to get a walk, mate. I hope you have the strength to walk out and... reach out, not walk out. Getting confused. Good girl, Poe. To reach out and get some help. It's a lot harder than... easier said than done, basically, aren't you, Poe? How's that Paul this morning? We hunted her last weekend and she ripped the quick. I need to actually cut their toenails. So you get a lot of love from your dogs. And if you're lonely, I would say get a pet. I'd say get a cat or a dog, depending on where you live. And if you're going to get a dog and you're in the city, don't get a dog like these guys here. There's nothing worse than people buying high prey drive animals because they look cool, or working dogs when you live in the bloody city. Get yourself just a little small dog that sits in your lap. You'll get just as much love. They're easier, they'll be less to feed, they'll cause you less hassles, a whole lot less strife. Good girl, that's a good girl. Pace, shut up, I'm just giving Poe some love. You're going to get some in a minute, mate, okay? You're going to get some in a minute, just calm down. It'll be like Bigsy. Bigsy's good. Yes, they will give you oxytocin, they'll make you feel good. It'll slow your heart rate down. You'll feel relaxed. It just feels good. Okay, you can go, Poe, now. There you go, mate. How's she doing today? She's still limping? Yeah, a bit better today. Probably going to hunt her tomorrow. Oh, Bigsy. Bigsy, my man. I'll have to pause let Bigsy out. Now Bigsy's out and he's found a bit of skin off the pig we got last weekend. I don't want you having a fight with that Pace. No, drop. You can leave that. It's actually got a bit of leg on it still. I was teaching young fella how to strip skin a pig. Damo did that one. Hey Pace, how are you this morning? You a good boy? Hey, there we go. Pace, go. Good dog. Come on, let's go, mate. Let's go. Go for an apple, are you, Bigsy? Trying to get an apple off the tree? Yeah? Good boy. The garden's looking pretty good. I'll tell you a little bit about gardening for me. I learnt to garden. Oh, geez, looks like the old bloody sparrows have had a peck at that plant there. I only took the cover off yesterday. But I started the garden when COVID hit us and we couldn't go anywhere and I couldn't hunt. Quite frankly, not being able to hunt was quite depressing for me because that's my fix. Get out and see the greenery. And it's actually been clinically proven that people in hospital that can see the garden and the trees outside their window heal faster. So give that some thought. Gardening, your hands are in the ground, you're getting involved with it, you're earthing out. It's a really, really therapeutic thing to do, but of course it also gives you great vegetables. The young fellow I'm looking after right now, and he's also looking after me. He's staying in our unit that my patrons pay for, and I want to thank the patrons for that. It's been a godsend for young people. Damo, he's a good bastard, and you'll find him on my other channel quite regularly because he's part of my life right now. Come on, heal up. The things I talked about to wellness and how you find your wellness, you've got to be proactive at making those things happen. That means, say for diet, say you've got some diet plan, whether it's to lose weight or it's to have better health, and I would always say go for better health than losing weight. I wouldn't worry about weight. Some of the healthiest people I know are overweight. They're carrying excess, but guess what? They've got no cancer, they've got no heart disease, they've got no dysfunction with their minds, they're happy. We pin so much on how everything looks. Something can look good on the outside, but on the inside it can be like that boat there. Well, we've fixed it up now, but on the inside there was a lot of dry rot. It looked okay on the outside, which was all painted up. We've cut it all out. We've now mended the roof where the water was coming through, and now we've got all the rust out of it, all the cancer out of it. It looks okay now, but it didn't a while ago, and you wouldn't have known. It's the same with us human beings. You can mask your bad emotional well-being or spiritual well-being or mental well-being with a false smile. Does not too hard. How's it going, guys? When inside you're dying inside of depression or anxiety or fear or guilt or any of these emotions that are so crippling. Same with your body. Oh, you look so fit. I mean, look at Shane Warne, one of the greatest sportsmen of our century as far as cricket goes. And he looked good. He looked great. Nice hair. Although, I think he actually had a hair transplant at some stage. I'm not sure about that. Because I remember one stage he was going bald and then suddenly he got hair back again. But all these things that he had, and whilst I won't ponder too much on that, anybody at any time can fall off the perch. But here's a bloke that we looked up to as in the cricket world, and what a great bloke too. What a magic bloke. What I will say about him is he packed a hell of a lot into his 50 odd years that he had, and I always say go for quality rather than quantity. Point being is that you just don't know what's really going on, so being proactive at getting the right nutrition, whatever it is, whether you're on a ketogenic diet, a Pritikin diet, a noob diet, there's so many diets out there, or just eating good whole foods, you've got to be proactive about that. And then there's the thing about making sure that you do find time in your busy life to get some exercise each day, and you do find time in your life to engage in healthy relationships with people around you, that you make time to be kind to you, and you allow yourself to feel that good feeling that you get when you're with somebody. Don't be in such a hurry to make a whole lot of money. People that work hard their whole lives, they end up at the end of their lives with a whole lot of money, and that's all they end up with. They don't have the good things in their life because they haven't been spending the time and energy in forming their relationships and also growing their community around them. They haven't put into their community. They haven't spent the weekends teaching kids to sail, or teaching boys how to hunt, or teaching men how to tie a rope or go fishing, or 1,000 other things that so many Kiwi adults do in our country. So many Kiwis in this country, and I'm sure it's in Australia and other countries too, give up their weekends to help other people. And they're the silent heroes. They do it because they care, and they have great lives, and they go home maybe tired at the end of the day after helping the boys with the rugby or helping the girls with the netball. They go home with a sense of community and feeling that they've actually given. People that try to take all the time to themselves end up just lonely. Oh, they end up with a lot of stuff. They end up with lots of things around them to try and fill the gap, but it doesn't fill the gap. They end up with, I don't know, flash cars and boats and all these things that just pile up, but they don't end up with having the real quality in their life that helps get you through this life. This life is a really hard life. We have a lot of unhappiness, we have a lot of stress, we have a lot of challenge, we have a lot of unwellness. We're all of the nature, we're all going to get sick sooner or later, and we're all the nature, we're all going to get sick and we're going to die. And that journey to that sort of end piece of your life where you die is not a race. So don't be in a race to get to the end of your life. Don't go 100 mile an hour going full on, because all it's the end of the finishing line is a pile of bones and a pile of dust. There's nothing there. So don't be in a hurry to get there. Where you are right now is where it's going on, and being proactive at making that good means giving to yourself as well as your community around you. And I say to yourself in the sense of doing the things that really spark your joy, that really fire you up. Find your passion, embrace it, and tear into it. Brothers, all these things I'm saying to you, I haven't practiced my own life. I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. I'm a hypocrite. I have been guilty of being excessive, working too much, trying to make too much money at times in my life. I have been excessive with drugs and alcohol and gambling and women and all those things that lead us down the rabbit hole into unwellness. I'm walking around in a body that's, man, it's only like 2 weeks ago I got my bloods back and I'm now cancer free. That was a journey I should never have had to go on. God, I could do better with my English, couldn't I? Anyway, I think you know what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you all these things because I'm reflecting back on my own life, how I could have made it better. Today I'm very blessed, but it's been a long way to get to where I am. And I won't say I'm that blessed. There's a lot of still things in my life that I struggle with, but I'm working on that. It's a work in progress. Love you very much because of the fact that you're listening to me right now and you've given me your time, and that to me means a hell of a lot. When I say I love you, I don't mean that as a way to try to grease you up or make you go, oh, Clay's fucking good because he loves me. I mean it in a way that you're being proactive. I love your mahi. I love the fact you're trying to actually better yourself, get something from this video that would help you. I love that part of your spirit, and that's the spirit in human beings that I love. Always fighting the good battle. It's so easy to give up. Keep on fighting the good battle. If you're in a hard place right now, reach out to a brother, and if you know a brother who's also in a hard place, then do a bro check on him and reach out to him. Do a check. No man is an island. Have a great day. See you later.